I'm governor at one of the biggest colleges in the UK. Just a few years ago, it was me with the governors getting expelled. It's because of this delusional confidence. It's because I built myself up. I went from down and out, and I had the delusional self-belief. I didn't care about what anyone else thought. And it's important to care about what a small percent of people do think about you. It is. But when you're starting out, when you're right at the bottom, you need to just cut out any distractions, any negative thoughts. And that's how you're going to change. That starts by creating mini goals for yourself, promising things for yourself, and always doing what you say you're going to do. If you always do what you say you're going to do, then you're going to make minor wins. You're going to have more respect for yourself. Then with that, you'll create a hyper-optimistic attitude, and you'll think, yeah, I can do this, I can do that, I can do anything that I set my mind to. I set that target in my mind a few years ago that I can never use a lift to get to anywhere. I can never go up a lift, no matter how many floors there are, no matter if it's in a hotel, I can never use a lift. And I've kept that promise to myself for 3 years. You'll never see me in a lift. You'll never find a video or a picture of me in a lift, because I always use the stairs. Because when I was 17, I promised myself, I'm going to walk upstairs because it's more cardio, it burns more calories. Doing things like that completely rewires your brain. And once you create those mini achievements, then you can be optimistic, you can do anything that you want. You can create your own reality. And this is what it's about, is the next point. It's creating your own reality. It's changing the coding of the matrix every so often. If you live in a world where, if you live in a world where what you see is what you get, then you're not a real winner. You're not delusional confidence. If you live in a world where you're completely in reality, and you look around you and you're so aware of the troubles, of the homeless people, of all the issues going on surrounding you, then you're going to get outcompeted like me, who lives in a delusional world where everything evolves around me. I create my own reality. Crazy story to hyperbolize this is me and Daniel, one of my good friends. I even call him a mentor. We do outdoor workouts in a very deprived spot in the place that I live. Super deprived. Drugs, homeless people. Awful. I tell you, when we were during this workout, I didn't even notice any of the negative aspects of what was going on around me until Daniel said, isn't it crazy that we live in this world? I mean, just look around us. It's now you've got chavs, you've got homeless people. That was really eye-opening, because suddenly I look around me and my whole reality changed. And I was all of a sudden outside of the matrix that I created for myself, outside of the video game where I'm the main character. And I was like, shit, this is awful. Homeless person there, it smells of weed. What? And only a few people will actually believe me and understand this. But up until that point, I hadn't had a wake-up call. It'd literally been like a year without looking around me and thinking about all the negative aspects of the world. Even talking about it today, this is heartbreaking for me, because I create my own reality and it's evolved around me. I change the coding in the matrix every now and again. Cringy terminology because it has connotations of Andrew Tate, but we do live in the matrix, and you've got to change the coding just for the fun of it. Occasionally, you'll walk past a stranger and say, hi, and then you'll just walk past. Just to create your own reality, just to warp the matrix, just to confuse the upper powers. Once you realize that life isn't that deep, then you'll have so much more fun. You'll command yourself to walk towards that girl that you might think is a bit more attractive than you. and you won't have any negative thoughts about it. It's like, that's just delusional confidence right there. I'm the most delusional confident man that I've ever met. But the trick is, it's not delusion anymore. It's actual confidence. And I'm literally the most confident man in the world now, because it started with delusion. Now I've got the receipts for it. Now it's all confident. Who's the real winner? And it's what I have in my course laid out. I literally have a whole module that I'm creating right now on confidence, on social skills, on physical health, on mental health. And it's literally on pre-sale for £40. So it's just ridiculous. Like, you're literally getting like content from someone like me. Perhaps in the course it won't be like a massive studio, but I'll be personal. I'll be talking about all these points, and you'll be able to message me. I'll message back. You'll be like, okay, a girl said this, and I don't, like, oh, I've got this situation. I'll message you, I'll give you advice, one-on-one coaching. Brings me on to, you are the main character, everyone else is an NPC. I talked about this in the last video that I posted, about being the main character. It channels into every single realm. It does. If you have the belief that this is my own reality, I'm confident, you look in the mirror, I'm so confident, I'm the best looking man on the planet, I look like a mannequin today, I can achieve any goal that I want. I was gifted with this. I'm naturally charismatic. If you look into the camera, if you look into the mirror, say those kinds of things, then it will positively affirm. And now I'm at the point, I mean, it kind of feels like dehumanizing, right? Because I call other people NPCs. And I know there's memes going on social media, like you interact with like an NPC or whatever, but it's a world that I live in today. I am the main character. I'm the guy because I'm the go-getter. And there's no one like me. I'm the most confident man. So on to the next point. The delusional confidence paradox. It's not something that anyone talks about. Every single successful person was seen as mad during their building process. And there's always going to be controversy when you first start out changing your identity, telling yourself you can do things, that you can do anything you want. There's going to be people that look at you in a certain way, and they'll call you cocky because you don't have any receipts to back up your confidence. They'll perhaps make fun of you for the way that you might portray yourself in certain situations because you don't look like someone who's confident, but it all starts in the mind. So don't be afraid of being seen as mad. That's the first thing that you need to install into your brain to create that new identity where you're delusional confident. And the warning is, there's going to be people watching all of a sudden when you portray yourself as confident. For example, for me, when I walk into the gym, every single person at that gym that works at the gym, they all know my name, they all watch my YouTube videos. When you go on your Instagram story, you'll scroll to the bottom and then you'll see random girls like from your past life watching who don't follow you. You're going to see like fake accounts watching your every move on Instagram, things like that. And you're going to be watched so much more. So if you make mistakes, if you do fail, the consequences of that will go up, they'll shoot up. But the trick is to not care, to still have that delusional confidence like I do today. Before I'd get that feeling in my heart, what if she doesn't like me? What if he thinks I'm a weirdo because I'm not as in shape as him? There's no anxiety anymore. It's left me because I'm revitalized. And you start to laugh at negative vibrational energy. Before, my boss might say something that might upset me. Like, oh, you didn't see enough people today, can you do this? And it actually upset me. But I'd like nod and say, yeah, okay, I'll work on that. Now, my boss might say, give me some feedback that might be a bit negative. And then I'll process it in my head. And I'll be like, yeah, okay, I'll sort that one out and move forward. It's like, anything negative, I don't want it corrupting my vessel. So I like laugh about it. I'm like, Yeah, that's actually really funny. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll get that sorted out soon and move on. It's like I did a collaboration with my barber friend. He's not my friend anymore. We spent hours and hours in the gym getting the right angles for boxing and things, and we made a video. I was so excited. And I messaged him, oh yeah, can you send that video? No response. A few days later, hi, is it okay if you send that video? And then I was like, he must be going through some shit. A family member must have died. And then I just move on. Not, oh, that was such a waste of time. I spent 4 hours with you getting the footage and you don't repay me. No, there's no negative energy here. I laugh and I think, he's the problem. He must be busy, like someone must have died, and then just move past it. That's the sort of delusional confidence that you have to have. Nothing's your fault. Don't get me wrong, you can take accountability for your actions, but if it wasn't you that was the problem, you just laugh. Like some rude barista will like give you a coffee and like look at you in a weird way. Oh, like she must have got a bad night's sleep last night. And then boom, get on with your day. This is the sort of level that will skyrocket your progress. You get to the kind of place where I'm at, where it's just so confident, it's radiating confidence. And the thing about confidence is it is so radiating that I limit the amount of people that can get in my proximity because it's so radiating. You need to have that self-respect. You know Starbo Raphael, he loves analogies. Placebo effect. If the placebo effect is real, so many studies have said the placebo effect is real, you can take literally an empty pill that has nothing in, swallow it and get high. Right? It's proven, it's backed by science. Now, I genuinely believe you can get high off life through things like positive self-talk, positive affirmation, creating a new concept in your mind and creating your new own reality. And people are going to think this is woo-woo. I know it. But the placebo effect is real. And if you're not going to take my advice, then you're not qualified to watch these kinds of videos. And the people who are will buy my course, which is only £40. We go into a deep dive on confidence, how I can speak so efficiently, why I'm the best speaker. So on this point, start now. It's not lying, it's just being early. You have to, I mean, lying has negative connotations to it, but lie to yourself. Say that you're the most charismatic man. Say that you can do anything that you want, and then do the work, and you'll get to this point where you believe that you can do anything that you want, okay? And the goal is to own the world, or at least a lot of the world, because the goals, they never stop. I'm 21 years old, and why can't I have my own town? Like, it's endless. Why can't I have my own city? So yeah, it's been Starbo Raphael. Subscribe if you want. You really don't need to, because you're going to see me anyway in a few weeks pop up on your For You page. You can like the video. I don't really need the validation.